Hello and welcome to the demo for Exoracer, which I've been playing for probably close to 50 minutes at this point. And it's a game that I both like and despise. I mean, it sounds terrible to say that, but it's kind of the truth. But it is a precision-based racing game. Um, did we just... Well, I don't understand. I don't really understand how this works right here. Rewards will be distributed to all players who have collected at least one medal and purchased a full version of the game. Oh, okay. So these we won't get unless we buy the game when it comes out. Alright. Well, anyway, there's a little bit of customization you can do for the demo. Not enough, and this is going to go into probably a sore point that I'll talk about. But we can do a couple of different things to change things up a little bit. The thing that I wish we could change is the skins. The fact that we have 3 colors and you often have 4 characters on the map, 2 of which are the same color, can make it a little bit difficult. So you've got a handful of levels, and plus this little extra one you can do. I've played through everything up until this point because I haven't been able to, well, get a trophy for any of these. I should probably actually... We'll just go through this. I'm just going to kind of play through rather quickly through all the levels leading up to the kind of final area that I'm at, where I will spend far too much time to try to, you know, get through everything. So it's an interesting way this works. It's both something that I like and something that I dislike. The idea is you are going to kind of keep playing and trying to get the top score, and of course, get the trophy. You have to wait the whole 2 minutes in order to unlock the trophy, which isn't a big deal, but it does kind of suck if you are trying to kind of, I guess, hurry up and just trying to do things rather quickly. Because it's a little bit unfortunate when you've you've taken first place, but you're just kind of stuck doing the same thing on account of the fact that you still have a whole bunch of time to kill. So anyway. This is the general gist of this track. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I've already got my trophies, so at least one time I did well enough to get first place. I do like that every time you die, the time kind of restarts. You don't have to worry about death being the thing that's going to cause you to not succeed. So that moment right there really highlights one of my major problems that I have with the game, at least the demo, in the case that we are, or where we are now, in that I have a blue character, one of the other characters is blue. It's really hard for me to, not get them confused. So I will, go through and try to do all this stuff, and then I noticed that, like, I'm just screwing up because I think I'm a character that I'm not. And that sucks, because if you lose first place by any amount of time, you're not going to get a trophy, and you're just going to have to keep doing it over and over again. And that process gets a little bit frustrating at times. I'm not somebody who's... Is this the level I was just in? No. Yes? It's not, it just looks similar. Anyway, it's a little frustrating because, I guess, trying to play through these levels and then just kind of ending up in the same place because you lose by like 0.01 seconds or something, it can be really frustrating. But I mean, overall, I would say things do go pretty quickly. And when everything goes well, I feel like the game is highly enjoyable. The only major complaint I have is the fact that at this stage of the demo, I have characters that look exactly like like each other, which makes it very difficult, for me at least, to kind of go through and complete the levels successfully, because there's no name tag that's popping up for me. I see blue, and it's really easy for me to get, distracted and look at the wrong character, so, which results in failure, and then I have to do it all over again. It just becomes like super frustrating, because there are times that it definitely feels as though I should not be kind of starting in the same boat. And that's like a problem too, not just with the similar colored characters, but the characters in general can tend to just get kind of almost stuck on top of each other, which makes it really hard to get where you're going and, keep track of your character, which, again, sucks. And if you're like me, you're not a huge fan of precision platformers, so when you play them, any little thing that makes you upset, it's just something that is very likely to make you say, well, I'm done, and walk away. And it's certainly an experience that I have had where I have been incredibly frustrated, and I don't want to say that the game is designed to make you frustrated. I really don't think it is. I think the levels are really well designed. The one-button platforming aspect works really well. And overall, like, the levels are enjoyable. It's a very solid experience. Like, I'm really impressed with how fun and entertaining the game has been. However, I bet you didn't know there was a however coming, but however, the biggest problem I have is the progression system itself. I understand that the whole idea is to reward, skill. Like, it's the point is to reward the player for doing an exceptional job. That's how you get first place. But, it's essentially like one of those Ricky Bobby situations from Talladega Nights of, if you're not first, you're last. And much like Baby Jesus, that's something that just isn't okay. We need the ability, or at least I do. I need the ability as a mediocre player. I just go to the same level that I was just in. I don't know. I'll just do this one again. I think I just did this level. But I need the ability to progress without having to be first. And because that's not how the game works, if there are areas of the demo that are going to be potentially permanently beyond my reach, I feel as though there's a good likelihood for the full game there are levels that I will never be able to play, which means after a certain amount of time of playing, I'm just going to stop and move on to do something else, because I have a lot of games to play, and there's not much reason for me to keep trying to do something if I can't actually progress and get anywhere. So that is the problem that I run into, and as you can see, I've gotten one trophy for any of these levels. I'm going to try to get at least one here, but it's unlikely to happen because I've tried many times to do this. And I just haven't been able to do it. Like, I mean, the time requirement that I need to get good enough to beat any of these characters just has so far really eluded me. And I just don't think it's going to happen, which really sucks, because I really want to try those last 4 levels, but I also don't have time to spend a huge amount of my day continuously trying to do this. And I look at it and it's like, well, I'm almost there. But I'm not there. And it's like, I'm, doing the best that I can. I don't know what else I can possibly do to, get a better score. So, like, and then, getting the colors of my characters and the other characters confused. It's just an unfortunate circumstance to where, as much as I've enjoyed the game, I just can't do enough to actually progress to the point that I can unlock those last couple of maps. And it's super unfortunate because without being able to do that, I feel like I'm just kind of stuck. And it also means that there's a good likelihood that I wouldn't pick up the full game, because that progression system means there's a very solid chance that I will never see everything there is for the game to show me, which means I don't have much incentive to actually, play it after today. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe one of these times I'll get it. I'm going to try this one and the other level that I haven't received a medal for. But out of watching this a couple of times, what's happened is typically I'm just going to wait and see. Maybe if I don't do anything, never mind, Mark's already taken first place. Yeah, see, like, it's just... I know it's like a tenth of a second, it doesn't seem like it's that far, but it's like, it just feels completely out of my reach, and I don't know what else to do to try to get the score that I need. And then I just get to the point to where I'm frustrated, like now, and I don't know what just happened there, but I get to the point where it doesn't matter how much fun I've had with the game. I'm now at the point to where I just really... I don't want to say despise it, because that wouldn't be true, but I mean, like, I'm at the point to where I know that it's not something for me, and all I want to do is quit. I don't want to play this now or ever in the future. I see those numbers of how many levels there will be in the full game, and I think, well, that just tells me what I'm never going to be able to do, because even if I, do fairly well, I'm not going to do potentially well enough to actually get, the top score and get that trophy that I need to succeed. And without being able to get the trophies, I'll never be able to experience everything the game has to offer. And I just don't know what to do. Like, I mean, I can sit here and watch, but out of my experience, even though these guys are, they're still playing, if I don't do anything, it doesn't change anything. They'll keep trying. But I can just basically sit here and cross my fingers and hope that in the minute and 9 seconds I have left, they don't do well enough to beat my score. And if they don't, then awesome. Then I got my 10th medal. So we'll see. I feel like something might be happening, like in a possible or in a positive way. Like, maybe I'm actually gonna get it. Like, I hate to sit here on this screen for like the last minute of this particular video, but I mean, like, if it's gonna be the only thing that's gonna actually allow me to succeed and get this last trophy I need to progress, then I'm willing to deal with it. Oh, I got lucky. I am very surprised. But now I have enough to get these other levels. Good, I am glad that I, decided to come back through and try that, because otherwise I would have been sad to not have experienced those levels. I'm not doing 2 minutes of this level. You gotta like... This one's like at a level of like precision that I simply do not have. I feel like, no matter how softly I click on my mouse button, like it's impossible. Like I just can't do it. So, again, overall, like I'm gonna start ramping up my thoughts on this. I think it's a fun racer. Like it is a precision platformer first and foremost, and then it's got like the racing, which is pretty cool. The levels are nicely designed. The physics work really nice. The platforming works really well. There's a lot to really enjoy about this title, and it's a game that I really wish I enjoyed more. And I think if it wasn't for, some of the difficulty, or if it wasn't for how, frustrating it is to have your character basically lost amongst all the other ones, because you can't distinguish your blue character versus the other blue character, I think I would have a better time with it. And also if the progression system was a little bit different. And I understand the whole point behind it. The idea is, honestly, booby one, so whatever, we're not even going to bother. Nope, that was the same level. We can just move on. But the whole thing is, it's like when it comes down to the progression system, I understand the idea is to be as good as, possible, and that's kind of like how you can succeed, and that's, the general idea is in order to continue progressing, you need to do better. But I personally don't like that situation, and I don't like this situation where I guess I can't... If there's a button that allows me to reset, I haven't found it. Maybe there is a button? Oh, I found it. I don't know what button I've just pushed, but there is a button. I guess I can't jump because I'm on ice. I don't know what's happening. These, I believe, are levels that were, like, maybe perhaps made by others? I don't know. It's a cool level. Let's try it again. It's supposed to be 10 seconds? It might be something I would actually be able to do, like if it wasn't for all of the characters that was started right on top of each other and they're the same color, and I didn't have to worry about, getting stuck on who I'm seeing, because they all look the same. Yeah, see, anyway, I can tell I'm getting frustrated. So let's finish this up and just move on, shall we? Anyway, though, so Exoracer, again, like I said, this has been the experience. It's been pretty good. Like, I'm really happy that I made it to where I did, because I didn't think I was ever going to get to these, levels. So I'm, essentially proud of myself, I guess you could say. But again, when it comes down to the the way the levels are going to be unlocked, it means that, you know, it's unfortunately not going to be a game that I'm going to pick up in the future. I just, you know, don't care for those unlock systems. So, anyway, and then I get my characters confused a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot there's this other level. We'll do this real quick, and that's the last level that's currently in the demo. I don't know if there's going to be more. I don't know what the deal is. But this is the game in a nutshell. It's a fun time. It's a good experience. I definitely recommend this. I think it's definitely something that is pretty fun to play. I feel as though you gotta have, like, that toleration towards, you know, hardcore precision and not making mistakes. Otherwise, you're potentially gonna walk away more frustrated than happy, and then, yeah, so. In any case, though, that's a look at it. Definitely worth playing. I think you'll have a good time with it. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.